to the Swan Gang Racing channel. What's going on, guys? So let's just go ahead and talk about what happened down in Texas. I've been seeing a lot of people comment on the recent videos. I want to thank each and every one of y'all that watches our videos and allows us to keep doing what we're doing. But we had a rough weekend, man. I don't want to go all the way into it because I can just talk for hours, because everything that we possibly tried to do, it just failed. And sometimes you have weekends like that and you have to go back to the drawing board and you have to get correct and get ready for the next one. You can't let it dictate what you got to do moving forward. So going to the race, you know, we had tires go out on Todd's new rig heading there. We had airlines going out. We got there, we got our cars unloaded, which was money bag and prenup, and then Todd had a liftgate issue. Was not able to get the car out of the trailer for 2 full days. We were out there thrashing, trying to figure out what we could do to try to get that fixed. Finally was able to get the liftgate back working and get Todd's car out. So we were like, okay, everything is gonna be better now. Went out there, made 2 shakes with prenup and money bag, was able to go down the track. Everything was good. Todd went out there and made his first shake. It got up on top of the tire about 150, 200 foot out, and he stayed in it just a little bit too long. I've expressed it before, you know, a radial either goes or it doesn't go. And when it don't go, it's like driving on ice. So that's what happened. He got up on top of the tire. You can actually hear it in that video. I'll let Powder put the clip in here right now. You'll hear it where it lost the tire and it just basically free revved. It was on top of ice. He tried his hardest to be able to get the chutes out, to be able to try to get it and keep it off the wall, but it tapped the wall, and it is what it is. So went to bed. We were all butthurt, bummed out, because, you know, Todd just wrecked his car. We don't want to see anybody wreck their car. The next day, we decided to go get it fixed. Went over. Shout out to Eric Bain and his guys for getting it fixed. Got the car ready. Took it back to the track. Got back to the track. We were like, you know what? We got all 3 cars back in the shootout. Let's go out. Let's see what we can do. We made 2 great passes with money bag and prenup, and had to get ready for first round. Todd knocked the tires off, but then he came back around and made another pass and went right on down the track. We'll throw that clip in here right now. So going in the first round, we were pretty confident. It was very late. It was very dewy. And like I told everybody, I said, let's just get this first round out of the way. I did not expect or know that all hell was about to break loose. And that's kind of where we're going to get into it. So Todd had to wreck earlier in the week. We got it repaired, got it fixed. Shout out to Eric Bain and them for doing that. When he went up there to stage his car for first round, the hook, let me show y'all, every car has hooks on the front of it. That holds the front end in. The hook broke, vibration, whatever. The hook broke and it allowed the front end to sag down on the one side. Well, when it sagged down on the one side, it was flickering the bulbs, and you could see in the clip where it was turning the bottom bulb on, then the top bulb. And Todd, being a new driver, just didn't really understand what was going on at that time. So, you know, when he seen both bulbs lit, he decked it, tried to go on it. Well, then it turned some off, turned them back on, and he just got all frustrated. He really didn't move the car at all, and basically just went red and rolled the beams. So the other guy got the win. It sucks to see happen, but that was just part of it. I rolled up there. I'm going up against Mike Starvino's, and I ain't gonna lie, guys. I think I got a lot going on. I mean, I read y'all's comments and people say I got a lot going on. This ain't an excuse. I need to do better. I need to drive better. And I had a great car. It was a fast car. My dad did his job. The guys did their job, and I just did not do my job. Usually, if you've seen me stage the car, if anybody's seen our videos, you can see that I usually like to go in last. I don't mind going in first, but I usually like to go in last. So what I did was I rolled and I turned my first bulb on. And when I looked over to see if Mike had turned his first and second bulb on, I must have creeped forward and turned the second bulb on. And I looked over, I seen he had his first bulb lit, I seen he had his second bulb lit, and by the time I looked back over, I realized that my bulb was already turned on. So yes, I was late on the tree. I went 168. I knew the race was over with when I let go of the button, and I hate to lose like that, but I need to focus more. And I had a long talk with my dad. Like I told him I was sorry because, you know, he did his job, the guys did their job, we had a great car, and I went out there and messed it all up. So, you know, I'm gonna make some changes, and the good thing that come from the weekend is the guys are getting more acclimated with the cars, and I'm not really having to do so much anymore. Like if we have catastrophic failures or something, you know, I come in and I make sure everything's good, but servicing the cars, turning them around, make sure everything's good, the guys got that handle. Kenny, Tyler, Austin, Jesse, Slinky, Kyle, Kay, dude, I got a great group of guys right now. So we lost that round. I hated it, but I was like, you know what? Our money horse is coming up, and that is Prenup. Well, did we know that Prenup was gonna have some kind of issue? We went to turn the power on to get ready to run Cali Mills. We knew we had a tough race. That was gonna be our toughest race right there, was against Cali and them. We're already 0-2 for the first round, you know, going to Cali. We turned the power on, and something happened, either a corrupted file, something shorted out, something happened. It literally was turning stuff on in the car and turning stuff off. It was throwing, we used to run air shocks on the car when we ran the big tire setup and MPK, and you know, it was turning the air on. It was dumping all the air out the back of the car. It was trying to shift the car. It was not allowing him to turn a switch panel on. Like something was just going on. Hindsight 2020, if I could have done it all over again, I would have hurried up and ran over, and I would have threw a different tune-up in the car. Something happened with that file, that map, and it just did not jive with what was going on. So I looked at Travis. Travis says, I'll just shift the car, I can handle it. And I said, no problem. You know, he knows where to shift it at. If he's got to do that, let's try to see if we can get past this round. So he fired up. The problem is the CO2 wasn't able to be turned on, so that means the chutes were sagging. I knew immediately that the chute cables were going to pop out just because I had no pressure against the chutes, which we're going to get that fixed. But the chutes popped out, so you see me run out there real quick. I hurry up and threw the chutes inside the car. I looked over at Travis, and Travis told me he had no trans brake, and that's how I know exactly that there's something going on inside the car, because the air or anything doesn't have anything to do with the trans brake. It just was not turning stuff on, and it was turning stuff on that was not supposed to be on. So it was just a big malfunction. So we took that loss, got back to the trailer. All three cars are sitting there. We're talking it over, getting everything ready, and Prenup actually starts turning over by itself and tries to fire the car up. I've never seen nothing like it. So that's kind of fast forward where we're at now. We're back at the chassis shop. This is where it comes into play, where you have to do your homework, you got to regroup, and you got to get ready for the next race. So money bags here, because we're making a few changes on that. We've had some little small issues with brakes. I'll go ahead and show you this real quick. We actually have all the cars here at Wizard's shop right now, but look at this brake. See how it goes out of play, and then if you do push the brake pedal, it goes all the way to the floor. So maybe that's part of the reason why it kind of creeped in and hit that second bulb. It's not an excuse. I got to get better with it. I should have realized it. I've made plenty of passes. I just messed up part of it, and I'll do better next time. Prenup, we're making some small changes with the belt guard and stuff here, and then that car is going to modern racing because it is going to get rewired. It's been time. This car has been through a lot. It's time to rewire it, go through everything, clean the stuff back up, and get this car cleaned back up for Travis and for the Justice Marshall Racing Camp. As for the parachute cables, we had this and they worked for a long time, but we need to get it back right. We had to put new parachute cables in the car at one time, and I just never cut them down. And you can see how extra long they are. So we're going to go ahead and cut those down and get them back to where they need to be to make that happen. We have a little bit of time off, and that's why we're going to get all this stuff fixed. Todd's car is actually here too. We'll go over and look at that here in a minute, and his car is getting fixed as well. And then we're going to come on over to the Mustang. I've seen a lot of people comment about, well, you're building a new car and you haven't even put the Mustang together. Why isn't the Mustang together? What's going on with the Mustang? Well, it's here. We had to wait till after Texas, guys. Once after we got done with Texas, we were able to put the motor, blower, and everything in. It's getting finalized here right now. We're about 1 day away from sending it up to Modern Racing to have some wires thrown in it. And once it's done wiring, we will be out testing this car, getting it ready. We are going to put this car on radials. It will match up with the Big Brother Prenup over there. And we are going to be running some radial stuff. We may dive into some Pro 275, so that's right. You might be able to see us light the boards and see just how fast we could possibly go with this setup. I'm extremely happy for this car. I'm excited to get it running. We're getting everything done. We just finished the belt guards. We got the fuel pump on. They are bleeding the brakes right now and aligning the front end. We got a brand new rear end that just came in from Marty Marilat. Shout out to Marilat Racing for getting us all hooked up. It's the only rear end and setup that we run inside our cars. So getting that ready. Jesse, was a rough weekend, wasn't it?
It was a
little rough weekend.
Yeah.
Pretty rough. But now, so you basically got these 3 cars over here. They're getting worked on. We're thrashing to get ready. We're gonna slide over here to the other side of the shop real quick so we can look at Todd's car. As you can see, it's a little beat up, but it'll get fixed and get ready for the next race. Jason's already gonna go through. We're not gonna front half it right now. It needs to be front half, but we're not gonna front half it. Like I told Todd, he needs more experience, more drive seat time. It may not be the last time that he messes it up. Let's just go ahead and run it. It's functionable, and let's get ready for the end of the year. Kai had a little bit of a mishap, so he's getting some stuff done as well. And then we roll over here to the new car that we are building, because I did put it on the channel and people were asking, why are you building a new car and you haven't even got the Mustang done? Well, the Mustang was built for MPK. The problem with it, we're not running MPK, didn't get a contract, so that kind of got just pushed on the back burner. But now we're gonna get ready for radials, and that's the reason why we're putting that thing together. But let me turn this thing around real quick and show you all the new progress of the C7 Corvette called Karma. They already got all the bars in, all the bars, funny car cage and everything. It's already cut, ready to go. But they're actually going through, welding stuff up, getting it done. Big shout out to Quartermax for getting us our 4-link brackets, our strut cups, our anti-roll link and everything. This car is going to be super nice. The game plan is to get this car done probably around August, September. When do you think the Corvette will be done?
Depends on how many times you crash over shit.
Well, that just gives me other cars to run.
That's got you. I don't know. There's probably, you put me on the spot. I'd say probably 4 months.
So like 4 months. So the game plan is to be able to run that car. We're gonna put it on 275s, get ready for Jake's race. Then run that car on 275. Probably put Travis inside Moneybag, the Pro Mod, so we can have 2 lightweights. You're good, Mike. Keep on working. Don't worry about me. Just go ahead and keep going. I know you want to get stuff done. You good. They're trying to work, guys.
Worry about old girl have fuel leak.
Huh?
You worry about old girl have fuel leak.
Hey, I brought you a cap for this deal, or a plug. So, you know, just a lot of things going on, and I haven't really been able to keep up with y'all and tell y'all, you know, what everything we're doing. So hopefully this video kind of addresses it all. We are gonna have multiple cars, but that's on me, guys. I love race cars. It's a problem that I have, and I'm gonna continue to build cars. I'm gonna continue to have fun with it and keep moving forward. We shitted it up in Texas. We're gonna do our best to go back to the drawing board and make sure that never happens again. But sometimes it does happen. We pulled the car out on Saturday because people were asking, why didn't you run on Saturday? Well, we pulled the car out on Saturday and we cut a tire down. We cut a front tire down. And that's when I told Jesse, my dad, and everybody, I said, listen, man, it's time to go home. There's something's going on, and they just, you know, man upstairs just does not want us to run this race. And I'm totally for that. I respect him for that. And I said, you know, it's time to leave. Let's go regroup and let's get ready for the next one. So we're out here at Wizard Race Cars. I know I've been rambling on and talking a lot, guys, but Hopefully y'all understand what everything that we went through and what we tried to do. We tried our hardest to be able to try to make sure that we were going to go rounds and hopefully win that race. It just was not in the cards. So we'll get regrouped and get ready for the next one. We're back over here to get outdated done. We're finishing prenup. It's getting in the trailer, heading to North Carolina. Money bag is almost done. It will then leave and head to Zephyr Hills, Florida. And Todd's car is getting some small stuff done to it to be able to make sure we can race again, and then we'll fix it at the end of the year. And then as you see Karma over there, Karma's getting done, and it'll be done here in the next 3 to 4 months. So welcome back to the Swan Gang Racing channel.